Welcome to the Woman to Woman show where we believe truth plus transparency equals healing. We're here every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live to just talk, some woman to woman, just to have real conversations that we need to have to encourage, inspire, and motivate not only each other, but the people who are tuning in. I'm gonna go around the room and let the ladies introduce themselves because we haven't did this in a minute, and we're back. This is our second season, and we're excited. So we'll start with Theo. You're on mute.
Am I off? All right, I'm Theodora Carter. I am the CEO and founder of T. Carter Coaching and Consulting. I am a life coach, a career coach, and I am a host for the Woman to Woman show. And I'm delighted to be here.
Come on, Regina.
Hello, I am Regina Booker. I am a co-host of the Woman to Woman show. I also like to encourage women to be healthy, doing a healthy journey, especially women of age, because it's never too late to do what you need to do, whether it be start a career, a business, getting your life together. Never give up because it's never too late. So that's what it is, because you're fabulous at any age.
Yes, go ahead, girl. Shayla.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shayla Williams. I am one of the co-hosts of the Woman to Woman show on the New You Nation Network. It's a mouthful. Had to get it out there. I am also an entrepreneur, a model, actress, and I sing and some other stuff. But that's it. That's all I'm going to give y'all for now.
I know that's right. Come on, Shayla.
Good evening. Good evening. My name is Sheila Isom. I am an insurance claims professional by day, but every other time I am an independent stylist for Color Street Nail Strips, and I am also a notary for the state of New Jersey. And on top of that, I am honored to be a co-host of the Woman to Woman show here on New You Nation, the network, network.
The network that nurtures you. Yes, and I'm Trey Kearney. I'm a certified life relationship coach. I am the CEO of the New You Nation Network. I'm an autism mommy, a boy mom, and an advocate for Black men. And if this is your first time here, we want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. So we like to go around the room and just to start the night off, to give people a chance to come in, we like to talk about one thing that we're grateful for. So we're gonna just go around the room and tell one thing you're grateful for. Who wants to start?
I'm grateful I could talk.
Yes. Yes. Who else wants to go next?
I'll go.
I will.
I am. Oh, did I?
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. I thought somebody else said. I am grateful for my church family. Actually, they've always been supportive of me, no matter what I've done from the day I started there, and they continue to support me. So I'm grateful for my church family.
Awesome. All right, Sheila.
Yesterday in Newark, we had the annual breast cancer walk. And although I did not walk, I love seeing the sea of pink when I do and from the photos. So I am grateful that not only are there a number of survivors who can tell their story, but there are a number of people who are paying homage to those who put up the good fight against breast cancer.
Awesome. Regina?
Well, I am grateful for the message that I received yesterday, the word, which kind of have a lot to do with how I was feeling and gave me confirmation of where I'm going. And for these beautiful group of women in front of me, all my co-hosts. So it just tied everything together. So I am truly grateful.
Awesome. I'm just grateful for good people in my life. I'm just grateful for the way God is leading, guiding, and directing me, and the people who's bringing in my life, and just for me trusting Him to say, I'm not going to go after people anymore. I'm just going to wait to see who you bring in this season. And he's been bringing some great people in my life, and I'm just trusting the process. So I'm grateful for that. So welcome. Let us know what you're grateful for in the comments. Regina said, I'm grateful for my children. They continue to inspire me to be great. I thank Yahweh for being patient with me. Yes. Yes. Thank you for patience. So our topic tonight is a good one. And we just want to talk about this because we want to encourage some people tonight to stop doing this, right? So we're going to talk about self-sabotage and what that looks like, right? And then we're going to give some tips, some resources, and some things that you could just do to get yourself out of this area that is holding you back. So let's talk about self-sabotage, right? So has anybody ever suffered with this on their journey to greatness? I see you nodding your head, Shayla, so come on in.
Oh, absolutely. I think in just about everything that I've done, there was always that little voice in the back of my head saying, well, it may not work, you may not get the backing or the support and all those different things. And even more recently, I almost and I spoke about this on a live that I did a couple of days ago, that I was talking about the contest that I'm in right now that just happens to be a fundraiser for the Breast Cancer Foundation. And I said in the live that I almost did not enter because I didn't think or didn't feel that I might get enough support and votes to continue to participate. So we are in the first phase, and I'm still in second place in my group. So that, if I didn't even try or enter, I wouldn't have known that I would be getting the support that I've gotten, so self-sabotage is like a real, and you can be as confident as you want to be, and then there'd be that one thing that you want to do, and there'd be that little voice telling you like maybe it won't work, but just do it. Just go ahead and do it. So I did, and like I said, I'm in second place right now. So
yes, come on. Now, that is a big example of that self-talk of you about to talk yourself out of your greatness. And again, this is the thing about self-sabotage too. We think so far ahead, right? During this journey of you doing this contest, you are attracting a different demographic of people that don't even know you right now.
Right.
So we're not going to say even if you don't win, because you're going to win. We're going to speak that into existence. But for the
Yes.
and the number of connections you're making, the networking,
Right.
all that is important. So when we tell ourselves things like, oh, I'm not going to join this because maybe I'm not, you're talking yourself out of thousands of people who are supposed to see you, who you
Right.
are right. And it's that's where the self-sabotage comes in, because we're so concerned about the outcome.
Right.
We even begin. You wanted to say something?
I was going to say the process is just as important.
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to say, for me, it's mindset, right? And so I really have to work on talking myself. When I feel myself talking myself out of something, I have like a book of positive affirmations, right? So I can remind myself. Like I recently had a situation where I was given an opportunity to to submit a proposal for something. And when the person came back with a request for more information, I said to myself, oh my God, I don't have that, right? And I had to stop and say, all right here, right now, in this moment, what do you need to do to fulfill that request?
Woo!
Right? And then I had to, I literally, and this is something my therapist has me doing. So I literally every morning get up, and after prayer, I start with positive affirmations. Right? And so throughout the day, I have positive affirmations to remind me of who I am and what I'm capable of.
Wow. Oh, that was so good. That was juicy, Theo. I got to say that, because we get to one step, and there's, when you're on your way to greatness, I want just for our listeners to know this, right? When you're on your way to greatness, there's going to be an obstacle that comes that lets you know that you're on your way to, if it's easy peasy, you're not thinking big enough, because God is not, he don't give us no little dream. So if you going for stuff that's so easy that you could get it like that, you psyching yourself out. But every time we're going for that big thing, that big audacious goal, that big proposal, like Theo said, like I aced it, I sent them this, and now they ask me for something else. That means better is coming when you fulfill what they asked for. And we'll say, you know what? I'm not even going to fill the rest of that out. I'm just going to let them give it to somebody else, because if it was meant to be, it would have happened. No, go the next mile. Go the next mile. And it's the same thing with the New You Nation Network. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Like I wear many hats here, but I'm going to do this. And when I get up and I'm tired, I have people around me who encourage me. Like I have one of my very best friends, D. Moet. He sends me an encouraging word every morning. And I'm like, who am I not to get up and be great when people around me think that I'm great? So why would I sabotage myself? Why would I talk myself out of this? Me, you who are listening, we can do anything. And I talked about this a little bit earlier on my live, and we talk about this all the time, ladies, failing forward. It is not, you only fail if you stop trying, right? It is not a fail. It's just another way that you need to do it. You need to tweak the blueprint. You understand what I'm saying? You need to tweak the recipe. Regina, you want to come in? Unmute.
Yes, I'm going to, with Shayla, trust the process, because I was going through, I'm expecting something big, working on something big. So it's coming, but I got caught up in the process. So what I call myself doing was going to go another route.
Ooh.
And the other route that I was going, because I told myself I was supposed to go this other route, knowing that that really wasn't the right thing to do. Every time I tried to do it, God shut it down.
Woo.
And I was like, what? And I'm like, oh, and it was trying to make some extra money, right? So I was going to do something really crazy. It's going to take up more of my time, like not crazy, but just taking up more of my time, which was like nonsense business. Like, we on this platform, we all help each other. We all generate together. We work together. So here I'm going to go outside and do something really crazy. I'll just tell you, I was going to DoorDash, which was like really the most craziest thing. I mean, it just wasn't for me. So I think I was telling Theo. So I was signed up for, it wouldn't go through. Like, what? So then I tried something else. It said your password is not working. I'm like, I know. I'm not the best at computer, but I'm like, I know how to set a password. I followed everything. It wouldn't go through. Then I tried to do grub something, I don't know. It put me on a waiting list. I said, clearly, God, this is not for me.
Yeah.
You have shut every door and told me this is not what I'm supposed to do. So why I say I'm grateful for my message on Sunday. So when I got to church, and the message was, faith is in the guarantee.
Ooh.
Guarantee is God will shut a door down for you because that is not what he told you to do.
Woo. Listen. Listen, the enemy be busy, right? And we are believers here. So if you're on here and you're listening to us, we're not Bible totals, but we love the Lord and we love to listen to the steps. Those things are just distractions from what we're supposed to be doing. When we get nervous during the process, the enemy will send a shiny, bright object, as our coach, Dr. D.C. Marshall, would say. Don't get distracted by the shiny, bright objects. Stay the course. It's the same thing for all of us. Like the New You Nation, there's so many other things that I can do. I have my other business that I run, my coaching business with my clients. That is the way that I generate my money. So that is what God said. You're going to do this. And while you're doing a New You Nation, these are your two things. Stop trying to do everything else. And again, I'm bringing people on board for the New You Nation to start doing the graphics, to start doing the videos, to start doing things that I just should not be doing because it's distracting me for what God is calling us to do. So for Regina, it's, oh my goodness, I need to bring some extra money in. And God is saying, No, you need to focus on what I told you to focus on because that's where the money is at.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listening. And then we had our meeting yesterday about
Exactly.
so,
That's what I said, and it all came into a circle, and I was like, "That is why you told me to sit down." And I have taken care of you. You have not missed one beat.
you ain't missed a
You
meal.
out here just doing the most for no reason.
Come on in, Sheila.
Well, we're all products of our environment, and oftentimes it's that environment that can hold you back.
Yeah.
Somebody telling you, "Oh, you're too old for that," or "You're not qualified for that job," or "You don't know what you're doing." You can't live out your dream. How are you going to support yourself and your family? You're just a single mother. You're not married. You don't have a man. You're not going to find a man. You're too old to get married. So those little darts that are being thrown at us sometimes are the things that we allow to hold us back, instead of realizing that everything that you need to be you is within, and it's coming from God.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, come on, Professor. We call her Professor over here. She's always dropping the knowledge.
And that is so true, though, because honestly, you have to recognize when there are people on the outside that are your obstacles, but you have to recognize when you're your own obstacle.
Woo, yes.
And that came with me and that damn Harmony program I was putting together, right? The online coaching. I'm racking my brains trying to figure out how to use Thinkific.
Yes, yes.
And I finally had to say, like you said, you know what? Let me get somebody else that knows how to use it to do it.
I love y'all.
And so I removed the obstacle out of the way, which was me.
Yes. I love y'all. Listen, y'all all on my notes. First of all, seeds planted. Thank you, Sheila. Those people have planted those seeds in our heads that, who do you think you are that you're going to start a network? Because somebody asked me that. Like, what do you mean you're going to start a network? You can't start a network. Yeah. Yes, I can. And I have. And it's on YouTube. And I got 6 shows running right now. So how dare you tell me that I can't start a network? And I've been in the music industry for a long time, 25 years. And I've had artists and producers who were really better than a lot of people out there, right? And during that season of my life, I wasn't secure and sure of who I was. So people talked me out of a lot of stuff back then. Like now I'm saying I was just ahead of them. You understand? So sometimes we be ahead of people and they see your light and they want to dud it out and they want to dim it. So you have to be careful who is pouring into you, who is planting seeds, because a lot of people are planting seeds of doubt and discord to hold you back, because people want to see you do better, but just never better than them. So you got to watch out, right? You got to watch out for those people who are acting like cheerleaders, but when you get to a certain level, they pull back. You have to keep moving forward. So now on this journey now, I know that I know what I know that I know about me and the New You Nation Network and my girls and my shows. And can't nobody tell me about it got to be a certain look. And can't nobody tell me about it got to be a certain sound. Yeah, we're going to get our sound. We're going to get our ring lights. We're going to get our quality together. We're going to build this plane while we fly it. And until we finish building this plane while we fly it, we're going to be all right. You understand what I'm saying? Because we'll let things stop us, like perfectionism. And this is for somebody who's listening right now. Self-sabotage is you trying to do everything perfect, right? No, do it and perfect it along the journey. You understand? So the next thing I want to talk about, because y'all on point tonight, they don't get to see my notes, right? Let me tell y'all, I just throw stuff on my girls and they just come in with the fire. I just have notes so that we can keep the conversation going, but they already be on it. So let's talk about that self-doubt seed. Has anybody just had that moment of self-doubt? Like, you know that you know that you know, but then all of a sudden you tell yourself, nah, that's not possible.
I think, I think we know deep inside really that we can. And if we share it with someone, and that someone, like you just mentioned, is not really for us, or maybe they doubt themselves and they
Woo!
project that doubt onto you, and then now it's into your head, and you're like, well,
Yeah.
maybe I can't. I remember, for example, I throw this out when I first did the big chop. This is the second time I've chopped all my hair off, but the first time I did it, when I made the decision, I shared it with a friend, and she was like, no, why would you do it? You have all that beautiful hair and da da da. And I was like, yeah, but yeah, it'll grow back. It's just hair. It's not who I am. It's my hair. So when I did it, she was like, oh my God, you did it. I was like, yeah, I told you I was.
Right.
And then she had the the what's the conviction, or she got brave to start wearing her hair natural. She didn't do it for very long, but she still did it because she saw that I went ahead and did it. But for a moment, when I was hearing people telling me, well, why are you going to cut your hair off? For a split second, I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't. But then I was like, no, I feel this deep down inside that I need to cut my hair off, and I'm going to cut my hair off. And I did, and it was wonderful. And I did it. This is the second time, and I'm growing it back. So I think you always know, but you have to be careful who you share certain things with, because it only takes that little seed, one little bad seed planted, to make you doubt yourself.
And they'll go and do it. Like, and they will go and I'm not gonna say steal your idea, because they don't have to steal it because you gave it to them.
Right.
They'll go do it. What's that? There's a meme out that says, first they laugh, then they copy.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
If people will laugh or talk down, or oh no, you shouldn't do that. And the next thing you know, they'll be doing almost the exact same thing as you, and you like, wait a minute, why would you do that when you were so discouraging to me? But then when you
Right.
sat down and thought about the idea that I talked about, you actually said, that really is a good idea.
Right.
Be careful who you share with.
Yeah.
Be very careful who you share your gems with, because some people are careful, because what they say, some people are coming to steal bricks to build elsewhere. So you got to be careful and know your circle, because people be doing the most. You wanted to say something, Sheila?
Mm-hmm. I mean, just right along. I love the story that Shayla shared with us. That self doubt. We've talked about this actually before. How self doubt can be paralyzing, where you actually stop yourself in your tracks and you can't move forward. But at some point, you're always saying to yourself, "I coulda, woulda, shoulda."
Yes.
When it was only you that allowed yourself to not move forward. You can propel all on your own.
Yes.
And that's what you need to do. Sometimes you may, it might be something that you need to do, get a running start on and keep going consistently. And sometimes you need to sit back and, like the other lady said, you need to listen to God, because he may be telling you need to take a break for some reason. It could be you're going in the wrong direction.
Yes.
It could be he's telling you you're not ready for this full nugget yet, but I need you to take this little bit here first in order to get that full nugget. So sometimes it's not always going to be like you expected, but it's going to be on you.
Come on, Professor. Let me just say how God works, right? Because we just got to listen sometimes, right? I was supposed to get a massage today. I didn't. This is the second time the masseuse canceled because she had a problem with her hand today. But I'm getting an MRI on Wednesday because I have neck problems, and I just want to make sure it is what it is and it ain't what it ain't, just to make sure, because y'all need to see inside my neck right now. I know I'm older, and it's, they love to say it's arthritis or whatever. But when she canceled today, at first I was mad. Like, I got mad because, I wanted my massage. But then I said, maybe she's not supposed to be touching my neck. Maybe she's not supposed to be touching my body. Maybe there's something that she might disturb. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm having neck pain, and maybe you're not supposed to be manipulating my muscles or anything on my body. So you know what? I was like, all right, thank you, God. let me listen, because I was going to call him and say, was another person in there to do the massage? And I was actually going to, on my way there, I was going to go first downstairs to get an adjustment from the chiropractor. So God said, no, ma'am, no, sir. No, you're not. You're not going to do nothing else to your back or your neck until you go get this MRI, because she canceled last week and this week. So I'm like, wait a minute. This is part of my self-care. So sometimes God, a no from man is a yes from God, or protection from something that you're just not supposed to be doing. And one of the things too I wanted to talk about, a lot of times we talk about fear of failure. Let's talk about fear of success. To whom much is given.
And I was gonna say, like, you know, on that line, right? That what if?
Yes.
Right? So if you think about the fear of success, right, versus the fear of failure, how you look at that what if is the same thing. Because you could say, what if, right, to talk yourself out of something, but then you could turn around and say, what if I did do it?
Yes.
And that's what I had to learn to do, because I used to be like, well, I don't know if I could do that, because what if I go on, and we've had this conversation with social media, what if I get on and nobody's right? And then I'm like, well, what if I do and something else happens, right? So I think a lot of times it is that fear of success, because you're thinking, if this takes off, then what do I have to do?
Yes.
What's next, right? What else is going to be required of me? Am I going to have the right?
Where's my mic so I can do a mic drop? Wait.
Much is given, much
is required.
So sometimes that self-sabotage comes in as, I'm comfortable right here. Right?
Yes.
I'm comfortable doing this at my job. I'm comfortable doing this as an entrepreneur. Instead of me thinking outside of the box, now what if I do get this bigger thing? It's going to be so much more included. And then, am I capable of maintaining this new position that they want to give me? Because I know a lot of my clients, they'll say, you know, when I was coaching for a Fortune 500 company, there was women I was coaching, they were saying, there's a position on the board, there's a position that's open, but I don't know if I want to apply for it, because I don't know if I can, you know, fill those shoes. I don't know if I can do it. And I'm just like, you scared of success? The position is there now. It's open for you, and you're scared to move forward and try to get the position. And they're like, oh yeah, because then I would have to do this. If I am if I'm the manager, the regional manager, then I have to deal with the whole region as opposed to the store. And I'm just like, yeah, that's your next step. But that fear of success, because to whom much is given, much is required. More things come with it. So we have to be mindful of self-sabotage, of not going for the next step, or being afraid of, I know I'm going to get the promotion. I know I'm going to get the promotion. But what's next for me? Come on in, ladies. Y'all can chime in.
And not letting go. Like, what if I leave my executive job and go be an individual contributor?
Yes.
Right? Yes. What are people going to think? What does that mean? Am I going to be able to manage, right? And that means I'm now setting myself up to focus on what God has told me I need to focus on.
Yeah.
Pass the collection plate. Pass the collection.
Absolutely what Theo said, because me trying to do this whole the last 2 weeks of all in my head, and then Theo and I had a conversation, and when I told her, she was like, I was just wondering when you was going to come to your senses. And not only her, another girlfriend, like, well, my other girlfriend was like, well, I'm just going to let you sit out there. I just kind of knew. I said, well, God told me I had to go through my own little thing. But I'm in a position now. But you guys know I love to walk, right?
Yes.
And so my walking, and it's so many people that come up to me because my whole journey is with women of a certain age. To know that you can go ahead and do these things, and you don't have to be limited. You don't have to limit yourself. Life is not limit. You don't limit. You could break the ceiling. So I have found that so many women have followed me in my community that I never even, and they say, "Oh, I saw you walking." I'm like, "You did?" And it's like, so I have a following now. So what is
Yes.
So now I look back. So last night, after I got off the phone, I sat back and looked, and I started thinking. I started writing things down and putting pros and cons, and now it's coming together. I'm in a position where I'm not stressed out.
Yes.
So I have time to write. God is providing.
Yes.
And just like Sheila said, He's getting me ready. So what I was trying to do was blowing up His plan.
You trying to go ahead of God.
Because there's women following. My whole thing is self-care for women, 50 plus. I'm showing them, they're following me, they're seeing me. I have a plan. I'm taking classes. I'm doing a lot of research. So now I'm gonna try to add something on top of that to knock me off of what He's already given me.
Yep, because you're trying to we don't do that. We out of fear. We self-sabotage out of fear. And you don't even know that you're not intentionally self-sabotaging.
Right. But I'm trying to make all this money. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make all this money so then it could come faster. Then I could do this. I could do this. I'm like, I could just improve this. I can make sure.
I can make sure God get it right. Wait a minute. Let me get the money. Make sure God get it right.
Make sure God get it right.
I gotta get ahead of God. Go ahead.
It'd be in the hospital somewhere. Because you got to think about your health. Because run yourself down, going from one job to another. Like, really?
Right. And God has a plan for you, and He has a plan for all of us. And this is the thing. We see other people doing stuff and they're making money because that's their thing.
Right.
Self-sabotage comes through ways of distraction. I see this trending, right? I see this person doing this, or they're making a lot of money, or they're getting a lot of followers, or they're getting a lot of likes. So I'm going to change what I'm talking about. I'm going to change my specialty over and tweak it and put some of their stuff in it, which is not your stuff, right? I'm going to change my niche in the middle of my niche because this person is doing this. And now you look crazy to only go back
and do what you originally started doing.
Right. Because I have I have had women just follow me, and I've talked to like about 7 or 8 different women and got them to sign up and walk and take the pledge, and just out of nowhere, just because they saw me.
And now you need to get them Seasoned and Fabulous t-shirts back out.
Yes, I do.
Okay, we about to have a roundtable coaching session.
Look,
I'm on her Sunday. I'll be at her house.
Yeah, she's at my house Sunday.
Okay. Next thing is, call Shayla. Y'all get together, get them Fabulous t-shirts or whatever the name of is that your walking group name, Seasoned and Fabulous?
I gotta come up with it now because I was under someone else, but now it's like it's spreading into my own little group,
Okay.
So it's like me.
Yes, you need a name.
I got women that's like in their 70s that they're my friends in my other groups, and they're following me and they're asking me questions. I'm like, what? You following me? Like,
and again, stay the course. And one of the things I have on my list right here, which Theo just said, I'll be there Sunday. We have to have accountability partners. This is a must. And Theo gave some other tips. She gave another tool, which is daily affirmations, because we don't want to leave you here without giving you things to help you keep from self-sabotaging. And these are some of the things that will keep you from self-sabotaging, is to have somebody from the outside looking in, be your accountability partner to say, What's on your mind? Let's whiteboard this, right? Let's do a brainstorming session. What's next for you? Because if you don't, you'll sit in your stuff, you'll get stuck, and you'll self-sabotage again. You'll be talking about, oh, what can I do to make money? Let me go out here and Uber and Uber Eats because that was the plan before. So you need somebody to keep you on track.
Yeah.
Sheila, you want to come in, or Shayla? I don't want to overtalk you guys.
Well, and the crazy thing about it too is that, you know, I'm glad that she let God get in the way, because you know what? God also would have brought me as the insurance claims professional to take it offline and talk to her to see how she really wanted to do it, because then I would have had to give her some information that she would not have been privy to had she gone ahead and done it.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
All right.
Can
That's
I-
why we all in this together, right?
Yep.
Can I also bring in the I wanted to touch on the age thing, because I'm finding, well, the culture that I come from, at my particular age, people would be telling me I'm not supposed to do X, Y, and Z because I am this age.
Mm-hmm.
And I recently saw a clip of an interview of Tracy Ellis Ross. She's my friend in my head. I think she's absolutely fabulous. And they asked her, well, what does it feel? How do you feel being, I think she's turning 50 or something like that. And she was absolutely looking, fabulous. So she stood up and she's like, this is what it looks like to me. And it's like, you no matter what age you are, it is never too late to start something or do something. And that could be another self-sabotage, thinking that your age is a limitation. It is not.
Right. And it's not, you know what? It's really not starting over. It's really about the process of completing what you started. Right. What you started. That's what it is, because we're on a journey, right? And a lot of times we say, I had to start over. No, this was part of the journey and you finished that one thing. So there's something new that you needed to start. I saw a friend online and he said he was starting over. And I was like, you're not starting over. You're just in the process, right? I had posted, don't give up, you're becoming, right?
Yeah, I shared that too.
Yes, don't give up, you're becoming. So you're not starting over. You've been on the journey of becoming that thing that you're supposed to be. Those other things along the journey would just be what you were supposed to do as you're still becoming. Like each of us is becoming who we're supposed to be in our full capacity. It's never going to end.
Right. All the pieces fit together. They all come together. Yep.
And until we're not here anymore, we are ever going to be becoming who we are,
because we should always be evolving.
Yes.
Exactly. That's it.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
When we're no longer here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we never arrive. And that's
right.
We're always trying to arrive at the I'm successful point. You're going to continue to be successful at higher and higher levels. You're going to keep going no matter what. If when the new you nation is all over the world, there's going to be something else. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be nation nonprofit for women who want to go to the next level, or whatever that thing is that God instills in me. The New You Nation is not the last stop.
Right.
The New You Nation is another resource for somebody else, another woman, another man, to put their content out there, to grow whatever it is they're going. It never stops. So we do the sabotage thing because we have this idea of a final destination of success, and we're forever becoming.
But that's like who said it? We limit God, right? We put this limit on God. When he's like, yo, y'all asking me
I'm limitless.
You asking me to do the stuff that I could do with my eyes closed, eyes shut. I'm limitless.
Yes. Yes.
Right? And so we limit God. But the other thing is the comparison.
Right.
Yes.
Come on, talk a little bit about that.
That's right.
You know how we sit back, and especially those of us who are coaches, right, in this coaching industry. When I first started out, I'm constantly looking at other people, what they're doing. And I had to say, wait a minute, stop. Because one, you're comparing yourself to people and you don't even know the whole story.
Oh,
Right.
Right? Because we never know what's going on behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
So people could get on social media and they could tell you they're making all this money, they're doing all this stuff, but you don't really know that. So I had to say, be you, Theodore. Stop comparing yourself to everybody else. You're not the chick that's going to be live every day.
yes, yes,
right?
Yes.
Stay in your lane. But comparison will, it's like that fear, right? It's you start comparing yourself, it brings in the fear, you get paralyzed.
yes,
Right.
yes,
It's like Sheila said, right? That fear paralyzes you, but that fear starts with the people that is planting the seeds, you comparing yourself. So the one thing I would say to people right now, my tip, stop comparing yourself to other people that you don't know.
and plus, some people started 10 years ago.
Right.
Compare yourself to a person who started a business 10 years ago and you started your business 10 months ago.
Right.
How are you supposed to be they're supposed to be? And you're looking and you thinking that you can catapult yourself fast forward, but you get a whole bunch of stuff. And another thing that Theo said too, you can't believe the hype of what people are saying on social media. Everybody's trying to sell something, so they have to make it look like they're selling.
Right.
They have to make it look like I got 10,000 clients when they don't have 2 clients, and you beating yourself over the head, and you got 2 clients, and they don't have 2 clients. Saying they have 10,000 clients. There was a woman that I saw on social media, and she has something that she's about to do. I don't remember what it is, but I think it's one of her advertisements, and she talks about her conference that's coming up. And she said how she was asking this woman to be a speaker, like this popular woman that she sees. Oh, you saw her, right? That she sees all over social media looking. Mm-hmm. And she said she asked her to be one of the speakers. And the woman said, I'm in between homes. I'm homeless. And then she said, oh, right. And then she said the next day, the very day after she asked her, she was on social media dressed up with a designer bag, acting the same way, like she had things going on. Meanwhile, this woman's looking at her like and not that she didn't admire her anymore, but she had this perception of her in her head based on a visual that this woman was given that wasn't even true.
Right.
And we do, and that's a whole nother level of self-sabotage. We looking at her like, oh, look at her with the Louis Vuitton bag, and look at her with the Mercedes Benz, and she doing it. And then you actually have a real conversation with this person, and she's like, I'm in between homes right now. I'm sleeping on friends' couches, so I got to let you know if I could make it to the conference. And you like, what? So again, that comparison, and comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to understand where you are, and it's very important. This is so important for anybody that's listening right now. Whatever you're doing in life, if you're doing it for money, it is never going to bring you what you want. You're never going to get to where you want to go. When you do things for your passion and your purpose, and you're living a way, the money's going to come.
Yeah.
Your authentic self, right?
And it brings you joy.
Right? Self-sabotage of not being who you genuinely are. Us now in our lives right now at this level, we are unapologetically us. What you see on the screen,
what you get.
We're not even mad. I see people on their podcasts and they face beat. I see people on their podcast, they got these eyelashes, they got this baby hair, they got the studio set up. We in our houses, we having conversations because we really are here. Right. We really are here because we have passion as women. And it's not about the glitz and the glamour, because no matter how I dress up, whatever is going on in the inside, my mama said it. I don't care what you do to the outside. If you ugly on the inside,
Right.
you're on the outside. If you're a wreck on the inside, it don't matter what the outside looks like. So, and again, I'm not knocking the people on their podcast that want to be glamorous and they trying to attract a certain whatever. But we're here because we are unapologetically in our lives right now who we are.
Right.
It's a beautiful space to be and to have these conversations because we're still in a space of healing, growing, and getting stuck in self-sabotage sometimes. So that's here.
I had a conversation with someone and I said to her, I said, what makes me unique as a coach is I'm still going through it with my clients.
Mhm.
I'm not sitting up there saying I arrived.
Right.
I'm like, listen, I'm still fighting.
Right.
I'm still fighting down. Listen, we doing this together.
Right.
It's a partnership. I'm just teaching you what I've learned. And what keeps me going, which is why I created the e-coaching program, because I remember when I wanted to work with a coach and I didn't really have the money.
Right.
So then I'm like, I got a platform where we could go on. You could do it at your own pace and get a module for $25.
Yes.
Now, if you want additional coaching, you got to pay a little more. But it's a start.
Here's something.
It's not about making money. My passion is to empower women to change and reclaim their lives.
Right.
Now,
You know that I started my business at what, 50 something, 52. I don't even know how old I was.
Yeah.
Right? We're where we're supposed to be. God is like, this is your time.
This is your time.
Yes.
This is your time.
Yes.
Yes.
Come on, Shayla.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, even as you're talking about, the beat face and all of that, for a good while, I always felt like I didn't want to go live with at least not having something on my face.
Right.
Well, when I started doing, I did a couple of lives right after I did my walks, and when I'm doing the walks, I'm not dressed in any particular. I have a regular T-shirt on. There is no makeup on whatsoever. So because I'm campaigning so hard for this contest, I was like, look, I'm gonna have to do a live right now. So I went on and I did the live, and someone commented on the live, and it was a guy, and his comment was like, he's like, well, do you age at all? Sheesh, because he's known me from a long time. So I was like, and I'm not even wearing a stitch of makeup. Look at that. So imagine if I had just not kept thinking, okay, I got to get something on my face. Then it would have delayed me. I had to come home and clean my face, and that time that it would have taken me to come home and get myself together would have taken away from me just posting that live and getting it done on that moment.
And it
But the
wouldn't
thing
be
is that you're beautiful without, like, you're just naturally beautiful.
Some of my walks, when I be walking and I have posts, I have quite a few men that post on there. They'll say, encouraging me, go on, I'm proud of you, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of them say, you're so beautiful, keep it going. Thank you, sister. Not flirtatious, but complimentary.
It's respectful.
I'm looking at the picture, I'm like, I got a scarf on.
Because you know why?
That is what they're just, they just want to see a natural woman walking.
Mm-hmm.
They don't, and it's natural to them. It's not all the makeup that a lot of men don't even want all of it.
They don't want that.
No.
That could be another topic right there.
They want that in a moment in time.
You know what, Shayla? And to do it in that moment, if you went home and got yourself together, the authentic feel,
it's gone.
Feeling in the moment would be gone. This is
right.
When I go live, when I have a moment, when I'm really feeling it. If I don't do it in that moment and I think about it and I get ready to come back to do it, I don't feel the same way, so I don't do it.
Right.
I'm like, God told you to do it in that moment and you didn't. Now you don't even know what you were going to say because it was a feeling and it was a moment. It was your authentic thought. It was your authentic self. Now you went home and you done got your hair done, put on your makeup, and you're like, oh, okay, everybody. But while you were out there in it, you know what I'm saying? And you're feeling like, yo, I got to win this contest. I'm out here walking. I'm doing my thing. I'm getting back
Yes.
on the runway. I'm letting my hair grow. I'm doing these things. And you're in the moment for real. A lot of times we lose that when we self-sabotage and talk ourselves out of
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We wake up like this. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't have
And that's exactly what. Yeah,
ahead.
I mean, this brings it full circle because this is what I've been waiting to say, and everybody keeps bringing it out. When you self-sabotage, you compare yourselves to other. When you are not trying to look natural, you are losing your authentic self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you cannot be successful if you're not being your authentic self. Like Thea was saying, you know, when she's in her coaching session, she's going along with her clients. She can talk about some of the things that she's overcome, but she knows she has to overcome everything, right?
Right.
Because true, authentic Theo knows that she is a work in progress. And just like her clients are going to learn from her, she's going to learn from them. And guess what that's going to do? That's going to help her with the next client and the client after that. But she's still going to be Theo, her authentic self. And that's where the success and the self-doubt is gone. The success is there, self-doubt starts to go away.
That's it. We got to learn to love ourselves. That is the main component of not talking yourself out of things. When you love yourself wholeheartedly, you won't self-sabotage as much. Again, we need each other because we're always going to have those moments of self-doubt. We're always going to have those moments of insecurity. We're always going to have those moments of low self-esteem, limited beliefs, seeds that were planted so long ago. So we have each other once a month, and then trickling in and out when we talk to each other separately and individually.
Right.
We have each other to talk each other off the self-doubt ledge to say, girl, if you don't just go live, if you don't just do it, or if you don't just make that phone call, or if you don't just go become a notary, or if you don't, when we mention these things to each other, we say, Sheila, you got this. Like, and these are real life moments for us.
Right.
We had these conversations last year,
Yeah.
and that has manifested something or done something that came in your head. I can't do this, or I'm thinking about doing this, and we were like, go ahead, and we were like, okay, I'm a leap because somebody believes in me.
But it's about embracing yours. Like this year for me was embracing everything about me.
Yes.
Right? Like my natural hair. Goodbye crochet braids. Goodbye, whatever, right? Like first I started with the twist, then I got the sister locks. But it was like, I'm just gonna be me.
Yes.
Right? And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
You don't. That's it.
You don't?
Right?
Oh, well.
I'm just gonna be me. And I'm telling you, I feel so much freer.
Yes, and lighter.
Yes.
And I love the conversation of this. There are some women who like to beat their face. There are some women who love weave. And we're not knocking y'all.
Yeah, that's cool.
Not at all.
There are some women that really, really have some dope wig collections, and they got
it's a skill.
And they got a whole bunch of hair under there.
Yeah.
Like wig.
Right.
There's a lot of women that got some fly, clear skin. They just like to beat their face. The point here is be you. Like, you know,
Right.
Whatever it is. Yeah.
Whatever you love at your core.
Mm-hmm.
What society says, not because what you think people are going to think, not because you're comparing yourself to this and that. Be who you really genuinely want to be.
If you love that, do it.
Right.
Yes.
Outside of that, that's where the self-sabotage comes in. When you are measuring yourself up to other people instead of authentically being you. Like, I like my hair. And every day it does something. I don't know what it's going to do. Your hair looks so beautiful. And I'll be thinking to myself, my hair is about as dry as SpongeBob. And they come out, your hair look beautiful. I'm like, well, okay, so it looks beautiful for you, it looks beautiful for me. On the screen, it looks beautiful, but I'll tell you what, I got all kind of white stuff coming out of it. But that's okay, right? Because I'm okay with me.
Right.
We're okay with ourselves, and less self-sabotage.
Mhm.
Because plant those seeds that were planted, that you have to have a perm in your hair. Those seeds that were planted when we were in 6th grade.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted their hair straight.
Yeah.
It took time to adjust to natural hair. It's like, oh my God, like I'm going to straighten my hair. Meanwhile, I was burning it out or whatever.
Right.
But if we get comfortable with ourselves, we will continue to doubt ourselves. We'll continue to be insecure. We here, and I think I can speak for each and every one of us, not that we are perfect or flawless, but we love ourselves, flaws and all. So that's choosing to move forward and to come together and be accountability partners for each other. We're going somewhere. We're aligned. We're all going in the same direction. And no, you know, sometimes I'm not gonna say stay in your lane, because I tell y'all, I don't have a lane, I have a life. I teach a whole lot of things. But when I know that I'm not gonna come and crash into your lane, I'm gonna put my blinker on and say, Theo, I'm coming in your lane because I need help from you. So let me get in your lane, whatever HR lane, the harmony room lane. What am I doing next? I will give you the signal that I'm coming over, Sheila, to your lane. I need a notary. I need some nail stuff. We just got to signal each other to say, I'm on this journey. I need to come in your lane, because we're never going to stay in our lane. It's like being on a highway, which you just going to keep going to the never ending nowhere. You got to switch lanes to get off the exit. Take a break.
Right.
Said, you need to take a break, girl. You need to get off the exit and park your car.
Get to the rest stop.
Do we have the therapy card?
Oh, we don't have our therapy card this evening because Netta had something to do. She wasn't at home when she left. So what we're going to do is we're going to give our final thought when it comes to self-sabotage, and we'll go around the room. And what is your final thought, or a message that you would just like for someone to hear who may be having self-doubt, low self-esteem, self-sabotage?
I would say just like you said, Trey, be yourself. And also, to piggyback again on what I said earlier, is that it's never too late to start something. And if you self-sabotage yourself before out of doing something, you're still breathing, you're still alive, you still have breath, give it another go. And this time, just don't talk to other people, especially those that talked you out of it the first time. Don't tell, just go ahead and do it. It's okay. And if you fail at it, it's okay. At least you can say, I tried and I went ahead and I went for it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Do it.
Who wants to go next? What's your final thought, Regina?
Well,
go ahead, Sheila.
Go ahead, Sheila.
Oh, okay. So look, I'm just kind of backing off of Shayla, and I'm going to bring in our esteemed Regina, Howard Norman with this. You know, sometimes, go to the source. Self-doubt, hesitation, maybe even procrastination. They're natural actions. Okay, just don't wallow in them. Go to the source. You can't rely on Pookie and them to give you the right information, right? So if you want to know about coaching, right, you need to go talk to Trey, or you need to go talk to Theo. So you want to talk about being a beauty queen or modeling? Okay, again, you can't go to Phuket, right? Talk to Shay. There are people that are going to help you. Get out of your own way.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead, Regina.
Not Phuket.
Phuket.
I just have to say, I'm gonna steal it from what my pastor said. It just talked volumes to me. Which he got it from someone else. Stay in the game.
Ooh.
Stay in the game. Because it's gonna, you're gonna think about self-doubt. You're gonna fall, you're gonna fail, you're gonna win, you're gonna lose, but you got to stay in the game.
I love that. Stay in the game. Come on, Theo.
I'm gonna say just be you. I mean, I've been having conversations with people and just talking about, who I am, what I'm passionate about, my coaching, and just a response from them just says to me, just be you. Just share who you are, share your passion, and then, like Regina said, stay in the game.
I love it.
Don't give up on yourself.
I like that.
I love that too. Stay in the game. I'm gonna say, I just want to just repeat some things that we talked about tonight. Daily affirmations. I am. Every day, tell yourself, I am, I can, I will. I will not stop. I can do this. I am this. I am. Whatever you say after I am is what you're going to manifest. So every day, those daily affirmations, accountability partners, get you some people in your corner and tell them your big, hairy, audacious goal. Get on the phone with them once a week and tell them what 3 things that you're going to do. 3 scary, not 3 little things. Again, I'm about to inbox Oprah. Tell them that. I'm going to inbox Oprah on LinkedIn. And to have your accountability check you to say, did you do those 3 things? Because it's scary to hit that send button sometimes. It's you'll talk. Oh, I can't send Oprah a message because Oprah, yes, you can. Oprah might not answer. You might get a no. But you gotta hit that send button. You gotta launch that book. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do it. You gotta tell people, I am the CEO of the New You Nation Network. As crazy as it might sound to them, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. Get you a coach. People don't understand the importance of a coach, right? And I'm not just saying this for a shameless plug. I'm telling you, a coach will get you from where you are to where you're trying to go.
Yeah.
Get you a mentor. Invest in yourself. I don't care. Like Theo said, 25. If you're not willing to invest $25 in yourself, then you don't want to go to the next level. You want to self-sabotage. You want to make up an excuse. Oh, I can't afford this. I can't afford a coach. You can afford Google University. Sit yourself time and invest time in you. Say, I'm going to sit down in the morning at 9:00 and I'm going to Google these companies from 9 to 11. That is my job for the day. Self-sabotage when you say, I can't afford to do something. Get in the mastermind, a small mastermind. Start one. If you don't have one, if nobody don't got one you could afford, you start the mastermind. You understand? Start it so that you can get some people around you who are going in the same direction with you. Like-minded people will get to the next level. If you want to be a millionaire, get yourself around some millionaires or some people who desire to be a millionaire as much as you. If you can't get in with them millionaires, you get in the room with some people that want to be a millionaire as much as you, and y'all brainstorm yourselves to $1 million. We gonna get $1 million by doing this, okay? We gonna get $1 million by doing this. We gonna do this. We gonna build this building by doing this. We gonna build this plane while we flying it. But we are going to get where we want to go. You will self-sabotage because no man is an island. None of us can do this by ourselves. None of us. We all need somebody. And most of the time, let me tell you something. Be ready so you don't have to get ready, because all it takes from God is one yes. But when he give you that yes, baby, if you're not ready, it's going to be a problem. You're going to have to start all over again, all because of self-sabotage, because during this journey, you were not preparing yourself. This is not a dry season. This is a preparation season.
Right.
It's the way that you look at things. Perception is everything. So the way that you look at things. And the last thing that I'm going to say before we get out of here is, my final thought is, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself like never before. These little kids got millions of followers on YouTube. These little kids got lemonade at Walmart. These little kids, 12-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds. These little kids is doctors accepted to colleges, to Harvard. 16, 15, 12-year-olds. You know why? Because they believe like a child. They believe anything is possible. we stopped believing like that. So
Yeah.
you understand? Y'all understand what I'm saying?
I just had that conversation with someone. I was like, we forget the dreams and the desires and that fearlessness that we had as children.
Yes.
And then life gets in the way.
These kids is in Walmart with lemonade. And
Yeah.
they will go, these kids will reach out to the CEO. They will send him a letter. They will call his office. The kids.
Yeah.
And we sit here like, I'm not going to do that. Or I'm not good enough. Or what if they don't answer the phone? You're going to tell them, this is the product that I have.
That what if?
Yeah, that what if? What if they do answer? It ain't even a what if they don't answer.
Is what if they do?
What am I going to do if the CEO of Walmart picked this phone up right now? I'm not ready. And then we go back to that perfection mode of, let me tweak this, let me fix that, only to find ourselves at 50 and 60 years old when all we had to do,
What I could have, should have.
all we had to do was just, all we had to do was ask, all we had to do was believe, all we had to do was focus. All we had to do again is stay in the game.
Right.
Just stay in the game. Fight it back out. But you get to come up to bat again.
Right.
So this was helpful for everybody that was listening. I love my beauty flies. I thank y'all so much. This has been so nurturing to me.
Wow.
I needed to hear this. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but master class right here. I feel so good. I'm about to go do some work when I get up here. It's 9 o'clock.
Me too.
I'm gonna throw Jermaine in the shower, and I got some ideas that came from this. I'm gonna go inbox Oprah on LinkedIn. Hey Oprah.
There you go.
As a matter
Got
of
to
fact,
start somewhere. Hey.
That's
as a matter-
it.
I'm gonna call her O. Hey O. See?
But you know what? At some point down the road, you're gonna be calling her because she's gonna be calling you, hey Track.
Yes. That's it.
But think about how real that is. I don't know if you know Deval Ellis, right? On
Yes.
Deval Ellis, right?
Yes.
Look at him, right? Started out doing videos of his family, had a dream to act. Tyler Perry picked him up, and now he got a spin-off show and got his own show.
That's it.
What's that actress Issa Rae? Didn't she start doing YouTube things before she now? And look at where she's at. So you got to start somewhere.
You just gotta do it. And
So go send O.
I mean,
That's right.
That's it.
Trey, let's do lunch. I have that. You might want to partner with me. I got some new content, some new ideas that you probably never heard of, and you probably want some refreshers. So here I am, boo. So we thank you for tuning in. We don't take it lightly. It's a privilege to have you in our life. We so serious right now because they really gonna call me out tomorrow and say that I said all of them.
Yeah, because we want to know accountability. I want you to put it out now. We are your accountability partners.
First of all, I have to screenshot the message so that they can really see that I sent a message. Follow us on Instagram at W2W Show, at W2W Show. Please subscribe to the New You Nation Network YouTube channel. Again, we believe truth plus transparency equals healing. Remember, you are only as sick as your secrets, and it's healing time. See you next Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Woman to Woman Show on the New You Nation Network. We love you guys. Peace and blessings.
Sister, I'm